Kacha. Oh, wow.
Chin the Gatot Kacha. There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Confidence, and I like it better than the Lancelot, man. The traceless,
Yes.
the positioning in the back, and the fact that they have a great front
Counter
three
engage. And
here.
also, very good counter engage. With the Sora ult and the Gatot ult, with the AOG, also the shifting skies, can peel for the Harrod, can peel for the Zukin, can peel for the Yusungshin. And they're taking a playbook from BTR, because BTR bit on it with the Yusungshin jungle.
Yusungshin Claw though, right? That combo, the double
Yes.
marksman. This is
The double
Yusungshin
weapon.
Harris, so you have more of a mix of damage, and
Yeah.
now it puts BTR in a tough spot to pick their mid laner. Do they go Valentina, seal away the Sora? I don't know.
So I think Lunox is okay. Oh,
Clear.
wow. Really saved the laner.
Maestro.
Bank it all on Shogun and Emon to carry out the late game. But again, O'Fally also packs a punch, especially when he finished up his third item, fourth item. So let's see how he will play.
I believe Moreno has
Walking around the venue looking for other fellow Bigger Troopers, but this is it. Game 1 of onic against Bigatron by Vitality. Unique picks. Again, letting the Paquito go to Shogun. And yes, I do agree with what Mirko and Coach Aldo said. We haven't really seen Shogun with the Paquito. They know how to counter it, but they don't really know how to use it. We haven't seen, at least, how they will use it. And so far, the main theme of the matchup with Paquito is that it plays against the Sora. We saw that in game 1, or rather match 1. Geek against MPL ID. It was Sora up against the Paquito. 2 games. Aran was on the receiving end of those boxing gloves. And this time around, it'll be Lutpi on the receiving end. So far, they prio the Chusin a lot more. Mid control, obviously, won by onic. Good taunt.
On towards you, Moreno. Below 50% HP. Oh, the Revitalize did not help. Keyboy, that's gonna be first blood. Kyrie finds a cheeky angle to find the trade. So it's a roll for a mid here. Not even minute 2.
That is a trade I will take all day. Good spot and good movement from Kyrie, noticing the fact that there is a collapse in the mid lane. Emblems by Bayou. 2 rotational emblems we do see, talents rather, from the Chusin, the Agility and the Wilderness Blessing. And now we see a different approach, right? Earlier on, Aran on the Paquito went for the thrill. But this time, it's Shogun with the Rupture and the FOB looking for more burst damage. It seems like he wants to win out the trades just like that, but that's a tanky and a heart steel type of hero with Gatot Kacha.
Yeah, it's so balanced now. At least. Keyboy though, below 15% HP. No Revitalize, keep in mind. And on they have initiation on this turtle.
Seems like they want to go in for that. Finn is get to hit level 4 on the Chalker.
Now, that's a good traceless early. Now, find the turtle! Bigatron, they collapse! That's
Kyrie.
I'll take him down. Kai picks up a kill. But Kai will be traded back instantly. 2 members off the board for BTR. onic losing Kai. But BTR, they still got the new.
Well, that tipped the scales entirely because Bigatron by Vitality, they got the turtle, but they lost 2. Meanwhile, onic, it was only Kyrie who fell. And now you could see the Paquito kind of shadowing and haunting this Yusungshin from behind, right? The Yusungshin, yes, it is mobile, but you kind of have to kite back to get the stacks of Traceless to reset again, and then you can run away from the Paquito. The Paquito is going to chase you down constantly. Take a look at the talent predictions. Mostly onic, but we do see, again, a particular Bigger Trooper with a Bigatron bolt right there. Tsunami Slam!
On towards 1, that's a taunt. Uh-oh, cancelled! And Bigatron find another kill.
Well, he wanted to AOG away from the crime scene, but it seems like they had way too many lockdowns there for Keyboy to handle. Lutfi will munch on the turret gold. Up top, though, we did see that poster, right? Aman is the is that how you say it in English?
Antithesis.
Antithesis?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
thank you. My English is not Englishing, but yeah. Aman is the antithesis of Kelra, right? We did see multiple times Kelra losing out on the receiving end of that stick by Aman. And this also is a fitted encounter because so far in the playoffs, we haven't seen onic up against Bigatron, and it is up till now, we do see. And Bigatron, by Vitality, they hold this record of not losing to onic so far in this regular season, 2-0. So yeah, let's see if onic will fall again to their kryptonite, because tonight, Bigatron by Vitality is onic's kryptonite.
Let's see if that trend continues, if that statement still stay true. Minute 4 here. Seems like nothing is between them, right? Can see the gold very much in balance as we approach the second neutral objective take.
Yep. Oh, that's gonna be, I believe, Eman was able to get that gold crab. Niall goes for the brute force first item. He knows there's so much chain CC for him to handle, and that'll help him, especially with the tenacity that it has. And you have the CDR too. But it seems like onic doesn't want to contest this turtle because Kyrie's down bottom and they're gonna be content on taking that bottom side turret. Bigatron is on a chase.
Yeah, it seems like they will not be satisfied just taking the turtle. They want Keyboy in the process, which they will get. That's gonna be Shaman Force Pops. BTR finds the taunt, finds a lockdown. Down goes Keyboy and Kelra.
Whoa, what happened there? Are they looking for more? Sans is chipped down. Niall coming in.
That's gonna be 3-5 pop. Sans not able to find an escape route. Another kill on the board here for Bigatron. They got the turtle. They get a turret top, and they get 3 extra kills earlier on. onic dismantle here so far.
Bigatron by Vitality. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The tempo that they bring. Especially when you know you have the Paquito in your hand. You have a Kalea. So much control in such a short amount of time. Take a look at the item build by Dunya Games. Get to hit any of the major items there for the juice in. Obviously, you want to go for the elegant gem first, and then you can opt for a glowing one. Obviously, this one is going to cube too. The Valier, though, Moreno has the glowing one already. Chastise first item for the Kalea. It's all about the HP regen. It's the survivability that'll enable Finn to look for those monster plays. And so far, it's quite even. And as Sans completes this glowing one, this will be one hell of a battle. Finn is looking for something. Bigatron are collapsing on him.
Yep. Looking to invade the orange buff. onic responds with a 4-man rotation just to protect the orange buff of Kai. He's in level 10. Niall is at level 10 as well. So level-wise, you know, Kai still can go for the contest. Neutral objective wise. The bottom side here, quickly looking for the clear. Eman, though, looking to find and apply pressure on the structure, which Bigatron will take another point on the board.
Huge losses there. But you need to know, Gani, Niall is playing a Frederick up against a Yi Sun-shin, a farming monster. And the Frederick stands toe-to-toe against it. It is very, very out of the ordinary, the fact that Niall is able to brute force his way with the Fredrin up against the Yi Sun-shin. Kyrie is a farming monster, and the Yi Sun-shin is trailing from behind in terms of the level. And you don't really see the snowball from the Yi Sun-shin. That is why they're allocating Kyrie in the back, looking for a farm. Tsunami Slam.
On towards one, that's gonna be damage coming through. That's Ludwig. Be positioning Keyboy though. Stuck AOG to the back. Take a look at Kelra. Applied. Pressure!
Oh!
Niall will sacrifice himself in the trade 1-for-1. Keyboy taken down. Eman gets the extra gold. And ladies and gentlemen, another win. It's a 2-for-1 for the Red Robots.
The Red Robots are full. In the land of Dawn, online, the machines are looking to kill, to pulverize, to violate the Sky King's Kyrie. That's the Traceless his way back. At least that's going to be a safety net. But my, oh my, after what happened yesterday, what are Bigatron on? They're so clean, so disciplined.
They are. They've updated their new program, but here's the thing. Will they choke? Will the bigger throw? You know, will the bigger throw happen here? Because I gotta say, it's a comfortable lead.
Yes.
Minute 8, you know, 5,000 goal lead almost. Things are going well, you know, structure-wise, they're ahead. They cannot get overheated right now.
They can't choke on a best of 1, but this is not a best of 1. This is a best of 5.
This is a best of 5.
And there is more room for mistake, right? The more you're comfortable with it. Hey, Bigatron are on cruise control right now. They have control of everything.
Yeah.
But again, you never know what might happen. And that is something we do acquaint with Bigatron by Vitality. onic, now let's talk about their winning conditions. Obviously, it's #1 to peel for Kelra. Let him scale, let him get his items, let the Harris go online, and he will be that main carry. But #2 is to always be able to enable Yi Sun-shin to look for an angle, look for a play. As of now, Kyrie isn't really participating in team fights. If he does, he comes late. because he knows there is no space for the Yisun to go and engage first. It's a Kalea, a Fredrin. You can't shred them quickly, so you have to play it slow. You have to play the long game and become the janitor to clean everything else, right? As the Yisun, and that is, I think, what onic needs to look for. But for now, they're gonna do a Lord Dance down bottom. That wave is gonna crash onto Onyx's turret. And Bigatron, no, the longer they hold onto this Lord, the more onic will lose. onic needs to do something about this. Will they pull the trigger? Will they just wait? Will they try to steal this? Because I don't see a world where Yisun goes into the pit.
Yep, that's the Mount Charger Pots. Bigatron reposition towards the back. That's gonna be Lord. Take it low now, takes it. That's gonna be the pull trigger. Trigger pull, tie. Take it down with the Tsunami Slam in hand. Sans off the board as well. That's a Bigatron. They have found the fall of Kelra. Not able to provide the damage. Keyboy left standing as Bigatron. They have found success.
Crumbling to pieces are the Sky Kings. Sans completes his Sky Piercer, but Bigatron by Vitality. That was a complete massacre of the Sky Kings. Now Peasants in game 1. Beautiful layered team fight. Locking down the main carry, locking down Kyrie in place. There was a light of hope illuminating throughout the arena. From Kelra with his Amon Force, the Herald still hits like a truck, but still it is not enough. Because there is so much that the Herald can do. As onic, you play in cycles. You wait for the Sora ult to come in. You wait for the Ascension to have the Mountain Shocker. You wait for Kelra to have that Zaman Force ready. And when there is no cycle, when there is no resource, you back off. The thing is you can't, because Bigatron by Vitality wants to lock you down in place. The mini CCs, the burst down from the Paquito, and then the Kalea, especially with that Tsunami Slam. And this Valier just makes things worse because he can hit from afar. And that just adds salt to the wound for onic.
A very great display of MLBB from BTR so far. And that's why they're ahead, 6,000 goal lead. Great defense though by onic earlier on with the Lord already pushed. They're still able to keep all base turrets intact for a potential fight for the next Lord, which will be coming in 70 seconds, folks. But looking at the gold, you know, Bigatron by Vitality, they are very comfortable. They have Amon on a Claude that definitely can shred at this point. So again, onic, they are in the back foot. They're still struggling to find solutions here on to neutralize the game. And you know, Kai is still a level behind Kyle.
Well, I know that hold on a minute. Good flicker response.
Yeah, that's actually Limpy missing. That's going to Tsunami Slam onto his Limpy. He's out of fall first. Take a look at the mid lane. Kelra off the board. That's going to be the Finn and Amon. Finding the angle to take the double. And ladies and gentlemen, the Red Robots have wiped the defending champions of MPL ID out in the first game.
The Red Robots turn into such killing monsters. They're looking for the crystal.
They got it.